and or extend for years on end, regardless of their neighborhood impact, as long as those delays are considered legal by the city?
Well, there's moral and legal, and I think you should combine the two. I think the city does a very poor job of contract in general, but there's deliverables. And when a contractor's not meeting their deliverables, they should be sanctioned. They should have to pay a fine.
No, I do not. I think there needs to be a communal and development synergy in some way, and we need to find out what those win-wins are and how we need to move forward as a community.
Legality is one thing. If it's not right to extend the development, then I would be against it.
I think that they should follow through on what they promised, and they should do it right away.
I think that we need to look at what a legal delay would constitute and what actions one would have to take in order for that delay to continue to be considered legal.
No.
No.
What kind of delays? I think any construction part, if it's like, for example, if it's a school going or anything that we need to make sure we do accurate construction. And yes, if it's legally, it's been delayed, I agree with that, but not just because of some permit issues. We need to work those out quickly so we can start the constructions.
No, I mean, this is the crazy part. For example, this subway, there is I think 39th Street or Queens Plaza subway. How long, 20 or 30 years it's been going on and on and on. It doesn't make any sense. Why does it take so many years to build something? And we are suffering, and it needs to be stopped.
No. One of the things I'm very interested in is a use it or lose it idea for construction permits and work permits. I live across the street from what has been an open pit for about 3 years, so I understand the problem here when developers lose their funding or something goes wrong. We need to crack down on that and make sure that they either build the building that they've gotten permitted to build, or that they clean up the site, or even that the site gets taken over by the public if necessary.
No. I don't think that that's being a very good neighbor.
No, and actually years ago I was with Dutch Killer Civic when we fought against all the hotels coming in here, and they allowed 7 developers to pour concrete and push the process back. So no, I think that what is on the table has to be developed, and if it isn't developed appropriately, we'll have to look at it and make sure the community needs are still being reflected and impacted the way the original project was designed for.
Absolutely not. Just because something is legal does not mean that it's okay, and it does not mean that that's what our community wants or needs. When there are issues with the community, depending on what the construction may be, obviously it's a case-by-case basis, and we can't have a blanket statement on every single case, but I will be paying very careful attention to all the nuances and differences of whatever the holdup is, because we're seeing that right now even with schools, right? Firsthand of what our elementary schools are, how long our construction is taking, and that is just not okay.
Absolutely not. Our neighbors, our residents, our friends and family here, if there's a building and a project that needs to be done, like a school or places for schools and our kids, that has to have a specific deadline and a process, and we should stick to it.